Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rahma Winda. In this occasion, I would like to present my thesis with the title, The Implementation of Interactive Media on Student Reading Comprehension at 8th grade SMPN 1, Tanah, Putih, Tanjung, Melawan. So the background of the problem, according to information acquired through interview with English teacher at the school, there were some issues with students' reading comprehension in the 8th grade. The first issue is that a few of students faced with the lack of vocabulary. Second, most of students had difficulty to find out the main idea in the text. Third, a few of students had difficulty to gain the factual information in the text. Fourth, some students identified the references inappropriately. And the last, most of students confused in making the appropriate inferences. Since the importance of reading comprehension and the problem to learn it among students at SMPN 1 Tanah, Putih, Tanjung, Melawan, the role of teacher becomes very crucial then try to apply the interactive media. And then the limitation of problem. After identifying the problem state above, which has indicated the problem, so the researcher need to determine interactive media on student reading comprehension in the context. The media that used in this research was the interactive PowerPoint and showing content related to the context material. And the formulation of the problem. First, how was the implementation of interactive media on student reading comprehension in the context at 8th grade SMPN 1 Tanah, Putih, Tanjung, Melawan? Second, how was the significant effect of interactive media on student reading comprehension in the context at 8th grade SMPN 1 Tanah, Putih, Tanjung, Melawan? And the objective of the research. First, to investigate the implementation of interactive media on student reading comprehension in the context at 8th grade SMPN 1 Tanah, Putih, Tanjung, Melawan. And the second is to investigate the effect of using interactive media on student reading comprehension in the context at 8th grade SMPN 1 Tanah, Putih, Tanjung, Melawan. So, in this research, the definition of term, Asmayer 2001 in Wicaksono and Aji 2021, multimedia is the integration of various digital media types such as text, image, sound, and video into a multisensory interactive application or presentation to convey a message or information to an audience. And then, according to Lively 2018, state that reading comprehension involves a variety of questions, finding main ideas, vocabulary knowledge related to synonym and antonym, and answering details question are some of them. And then for operational concept, according to Robert Gagne, 1992, there are several steps for using interactive media in English language teaching. First, gaining attention, informing learner of the objectives, stimulating recall or of prior learning, presenting the stimulus, providing learning guidance, eliciting performance, providing feedback, assessing performance, and enhancing retention and transfer. And then for operational concept for variable Y, according to the syllabus at the school, there are 4 indicators. First, the student can find the main idea in the context. Second, student can find the synonym and antonym of certain word in the context. And third, student can identify the generic structure of the context. And the last, student can identify the language feature in the context. The result design in this research using a quantitative research method and the pre-experimental research design. This research was conducted on May until June 2023, and the location in SMPN 1 Tanah, Putih, Tanjung, Melawan. The subject was 8th grade student of SMPN 1 Tanah, Putih, Tanjung, Melawan, and the object was student reading comprehension in English lesson. The population of the research is the 8th grade student of SMPN 1 Tanah, Putih, Tanjung, Melawan, with the total of populations 141. And the sample is from class 8-1. The total of population was 30 students. Technique of data collection. The researcher used tests. So the researcher gave the pre-test. It was conducted before the treatment, and after pre-test, researcher give the treatment, and then the last give the post-test. Technique of data analysis. So in this research, the researcher used descriptive analysis, and per sample test. So, this is the descriptive statistic of the pretest. And the pretest, the minimum score was 55, and the maximum score was 75, and the mean score 63.83. And the post test, the minimum score was 60, and the maximum score was 85, and the mean of the post test was 76. The result of hypothesis testing conclude that it was found that 6 value was 0.001. It can be stated that 0.001 more small than 0.05. The alternative of hypothesis, or HA, is accepted. This means that there is a significant difference in the reading comprehension of students who are taught after using interactive media. According to the calculation of the effect size by the implementation of interactive media on student reading comprehension was 0.77, which indicate that has a large effect on student reading comprehension at 8th grade SMPN 1 Tanah, Putih, Tanjung, Melawan.